everybody, I'm back! Sorry for the wait. I went and visited my mother this weekend and time kind of got away from me. And by the time I started finishing up these two, I realized, okay, it's 2 a.m. I need to go to bed. Hopefully the wait wasn't too bad. So anyway, for today's video, you guys already know, still doing the human designs. But anyway, let's get into Vaggie's human design and Dickie's human design. So with Vaggie's death year being 2014, I decided that she would have kind of like a gothic element to her style. And back then in the 2000s, goth fashion was having its moment where there was a lot of subgenres and a lot of like alt type fashions like techno goth and scene, and grunge was making a comeback, and even a thing called hipster goth was coming into play. I didn't see very many people in my high school dressing that way, except for like one girl, and she actually made it work, so I was surprised by that, but she looked great. And I've always just assumed, based off of Vaggie's demon design, that she's really into like pastel goth styled stuff. And I want to say that her color palette is also tributed to her like moth theme. I know a few of you are going to be like, moth? Yeah, Vaggie apparently is moth themed. And I've already said my piece with that. I wish there was more, but, but this is Viv's show, this is her vision, I'm not gonna be too upset about it, even though moths are my favorite creatures in the entire universe. Anyway, sorry. But based off of Vaggie's overall demon design and her like color palette, it gave me scene vibes. And I know a lot of you have no idea what scene is. It's kind of an alt of emo fashion, where instead of being like all black, you have a combination of black and a highlight color. And I'm outing myself here, but I was a part of the scene culture, and my number one color of, scene fashion was in fact lime green and neon pink. That was my color scheme. I don't know why I picked those two colors, considering the fact that most of my wardrobe today is blue, but for some reason, those were the colors I picked. And, also looking back at Vaggie's older designs, like her first design, she has a lot of purple. And so I was like, I'm gonna use pinks and purple, since Vaggie's demon design also has a dusty pink color. And a lot of the redesigns of Vaggie over the years did have purple and pink in them. And the fact that now that she has a more muted purple, because her tone now is like a lavender gray color. So Vaggie's scene colors would be like bright purple and neon pink. So that's why I chose purple and pink for Vaggie's color scheme. I kind of gave her an outfit that probably some scene kids wouldn't have actually worn. A lot of scene girls actually wore pants. In my clique, I don't think I ever remember anyone wearing skirts. And if they did, I think they weren't wearing like their typical usual style. But seeing all the fan art that VivziePop has made of Vaggie, it seems as though she is very comfortable in skirts. She's very pro skirt. So I didn't want to take that away from her. So I gave her kind of a tie-dye jean neon skirt thing. And I wanted to keep the eye motif that Vaggie is known for in a lot of her drawings. So I gave her kind of a patch on the side. And then a scene look is not complete without the arm sleeves, the stupid arm sleeves. Ugh. The arm sleeves, the crazy high Skechers, and a bow. Yeah, I know, it's weird. I hate that I was into this, but I low-key kind of miss it. It's like an over-exaggeration of fashion, and it was always so much fun, because you'd be in this group with a bunch of people in these crazy colors, and it was always super fun. And then for Vaggie's eye color, I know a lot of you are gonna be surprised that I chose the green color, but after going back and looking at all of Vaggie's older designs, I found it really funny that her eye color was always this really bright off color, and it got me thinking that Vaggie might have had brighter eyes, or Viv just liked the contrast of the colors. But to me, I thought, maybe Vaggie had a different eye color than what we were all expecting it to be. So that's why I gave her green eyes. So on to Dicckie. I'm sorry. I'm like a 5-year-old. I can't stop laughing at that name, and I'm the one who made it. Anyway, So for Dickie's design, it's still the scene style, but it's the male version. So yes, there were male scenes. A lot of the time, the males in our groups, their top colors were usually like neon blue, neon green, red, like bright red, or white, which was always really weird to me. But yeah, for Dickie's design, since Vaggie's colors are purple and pink, Dickie's designs are more of a red, black, and white, and a little bit of purple mixed in, mainly with the hair. So for the boys, they never really dyed their hair. And if they did, it was always like a white color or a very pale color. So for Dickie's hair, I did the black to grayish color, but instead of it being fully on gray, there's purple in there. So it is a dusty purple color. And you'll see it in the end of the video, but I did make Dickie's pants and jacket have like bleach stains, and that was super popular. Bleached clothes were like the diamond of goth fashion. Anything bleached was super cool. And I remember I had a bleached Invader Zim shirt that I loved and everybody else loved and they wanted it. And I'm like, no. But yeah, bleached clothes were super popular, especially with the boys. The boys always had to have something bleached, either their shoes, their pants, or their shirts. So yeah, so at the end of the video, you'll see that Dickie's jacket and pants are a little bleached because that is a thing that the boys really liked. There's not much else I can really talk about versus their designs that I've already said, because basically seeing girls and boys shared clothes constantly. I remember giving pants to my boyfriend at one time, and then I got a jacket from him, and we even made bracelets for each other, and I didn't want to add those in because I don't think Vaggie's much of a jewelry person. But scene fashion was just like kind of copy and paste for boys and girls, where the girls were way more colorful and the boys were more color smart. But yeah, that's I can't think of anything else that I can remember or like know about what I wanted to talk about, because that was forever ago. I don't even remember most of it. I think I was a scene for 6 weeks and then I gave up on it because I couldn't take doing my hair that weird like heart-shaped anymore. So I just moved on to like grunge fashion because it was comfortable. But scene fashion was still fun. I don't know, it's a weird memory, I guess, now, but it was still super fun. I enjoyed all of it. I think the only thing I didn't really like about it was, like, if I wore a band t-shirt, then people were like, tell me 10 names of the song. And I'm like, look, dude, I'm a scene. This was the only band t-shirt in lime yellow. Please leave me alone. So in the end, this is how I always kind of pictured human Vaggie ever since, her death day got bumped up to 2014. But anyway, I hope this is how you saw her, because this is how I'm always going to see her now and forever. And I weirdly love it. I hated working on this when I was sketching everything out, but after I've colored it and after I've finally gotten a good final look at it, I'm very pleased with the way it came out. And I know a few of you are going to be confused also by the hair, because I know Demon Vaggie's hair like goes all the way down to her feet, and I'm gonna assume that has to do with the moth theme. Her hair is supposed to be a symbol for moth wings, because in Vaggie's OG design, like the very first design of her hair was shaped to look like wings. So I'm assuming that's where that design comes from. So yeah, and I don't imagine human Vaggie would ever have long hair like that, because that just seems like a pain. I already have like semi-long hair and I'm already mad at it because it keeps getting caught every time I sit in my car to drive. But anyway, I hope you guys really enjoyed this. This was super fun. I love doing stuff that makes me reminisce and that makes me sound super old, but I ain't got nothing else going on. And I'm thinking for the next video, I might just skip Nifty and Husk and go straight into doing Cherry. Would you guys be more interested in seeing their designs versus Nifty and Husk's? I mean, I don't know if any of you have figured it out yet, but they are not my favorite characters or characters I particularly like to draw very often, so But, I mean, if you guys really want to see it, then I'll do it. But don't be surprised if I just don't end up doing it. But anyway, I hope you guys really like this. Remember to like, share, and subscribe if you wanna. I hope everybody has a really good day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!